I know. It's a 5-year-old phone and it has no place being in anyone's pockets right now. But if you're thinking like this isn't the right phone for you. This is because this target market is more for second-hand users now, and this phone will be best for children's first phone and old people's first digital device. But let me actually get into my intro, because I know you guys were going to comment something about the old devices, but there you go. Now let's do the intro. What's up guys, it's your boy Mr. K back with another video. Today we'll be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge updated 2021 review. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, whatever. But yeah, let's get into the video. This device has 22 hours of battery life, and it hasn't really deteriorated in the 5 years that it's been out. But I would say that this device has had a battery change, so obviously that changed the game. So I wouldn't know if it actually deteriorates a lot, but refurbished phones, they change the battery anyway. So you really and truly shouldn't really have any problems with that. It can charge wirelessly like any other phone. I use my Anchor wireless charger that I bought off Amazon. That's cool. Obviously, like all wireless chargers, it charges a little bit slower, but it's still wireless chargers, cool. No wires, cool. It has a fingerprint scanner, unlike all these newer devices that no longer have the fingerprint button. This does, and yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a blast for the past, I guess. And it's IP63 waterproof, so this is a little bit more waterproof than your average phone, but it's not amazing. So let's say you put in a depth of 6 feet for 9 hours, obviously it's gonna break, but it's just a little more protection to keep your devices a little more safe. It has a 12 megapixel camera, so decent camera, and it has autofocus. This is amazing for people that don't know how to take pictures properly and they just click the button without pressing focus or something like that. So this is cool and helps people get better pictures without pressing too much buttons. It's just a much more simpler thing to do. And the screen resolution of this device is 2560 by 1440 for the actual resolution of the screen. And in general, you can buy this refurbished for about £140. You usually will only find it refurbished unless you see on eBay or another website fresh in the box, but it's really and truly no difference. But now I'll be moving on to the more beefy part of the review. Pros, cons, and then my overall conclusion, if you should even buy one in 2021. The first pro about this device is it's actually relatively cheap for a Samsung Galaxy series phone with such a massive screen and a great autofocusing ability. Usually Samsung Galaxy series phones are a little higher in price, more like £300–400. But it used to be like this, but obviously it's such an old phone now that the price has decreased dramatically, like all old things. That doesn't necessarily mean you're missing out on anything. The next positive is the fact that it has easy navigation like all Samsung devices do, and it'll be good for young children that are getting their first phone in year 6 or something like that and trying to learn how to use it and just take pictures and just learn the ropes of a mobile phone. And this will also be good for elderly to get a phone because it does the job, it calls a phone, and it's a digital phone, so they have loads of abilities that they can do on it. For such a low price, it's like it wouldn't matter if the young child lost the phone or damaged the phone. You would get slightly annoyed, but because it's such a reduced price, I don't think you would mind that much. That's why that's what makes it such a great first phone. Also, it still runs quite fast despite its age, and it feels like it's fresh out of the box when I talk about speed of playing apps and stuff like that. It's pretty easy and simple to maneuver apps. When I want to play Subway Surfers, I play Subway Surfers. It doesn't really take that long or any significant length when it's off Wi-Fi. And pretty much the final positive about this device is the fact that it's aesthetically pleasing and has many colors to please the eye anyway. So let's say you don't like gold, you like turquoise or some other color, I'm pretty sure they have a color like that. So it's just pretty cool, and who doesn't like the bezel-less display? It's just such a cool display. It looks like it's doesn't even have any bezels, and it's just a cool thing that Samsung included. so early. We started seeing bezel-less displays like 3 years ago. So seeing as this is a 5-year-old phone, you saw how ahead of its time it actually was. It's just something cool about it. But now let's move on to cons, things I did not like about the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. And see, the screen can easily crack, it can easily be damaged. This ties into my old point of how aesthetically pleasing it is. Just put a case on it. It may look good, but it don't look good cracked. Even if you can't see the back and the nice curves and stuff like that, you just have to put it in a case just for the safety of your phone, so you don't drop it. Because this glass thing, even though it seems kind of grippy at the sides, you can still slip it like any other phone, and this glass is weak. I can drop this once or twice and it'll just crack on the floor. So it's just something to be aware of. And screen protector, at least that, to keep your device somewhat safe. But remember, the back of the screen is also glass, so just something to think about. So it doesn't get many updates, so if something is glitched or not working, it will never work. I'm just saying that as a fact. They don't update this thing no more. They wouldn't. It's something that they've given up on now. No one really buys it from the main provider, Samsung, because it's not worth it, or they just don't sell it anymore. I'm not sure, but either way, it doesn't really matter. They're not updating this device, so it's just, you will eventually start to see some slowing devices, but maybe in years further down the line. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Apple Care or any like cloud save devices. You have to use a micro SD, and you have to pay for that on Amazon if you want extended storage, and it's just an inconvenience because it's so much trouble. If Samsung had a way to transfer or save devices as seamlessly as Apple, all Samsung devices would be way out there right now. But unfortunately, Samsung doesn't do this, and you have to buy an external micro SD card. I'm not sure the price. I'll pop it up here now and you guys will see. But it's just an inconvenience if you don't want to make any accessory purchases and you run out of storage. You have to. It's just kind of annoying with only 32 gigabytes. But to be fair, some iPhones have even less than this, so it's just kind of a thing with phones in general, I guess. And the final negative about this device is the fact that it has no USB-C, so there's no fast charging at all, and charging in general is just slow. Sometimes I see they're on charge and it says 11 hours to charge. It's just an inconvenience, and it dies faster than it charges. It's just really annoying, the charging problem. If you're someone that doesn't charge your phone at night time, you're really going to struggle with this phone, and you're really going to have some problems with it. In conclusion, it's a good phone for a young person, a child that's getting their first phone, and you don't really business if they drop it, because it's only £140 and not like a £1,000 phone or something like that. And it would be great for an elderly person due to how easy it is to use and very simple. It's not anything technical that you need to go in settings and play with it. As soon as you turn it on, it tells you what to do, and from there, if your grandparents or aunties or uncles are only going to use it, if your grandparents are only going to use it to call people, so be it. But it's easy to call people, so they can do it with ease. But nevertheless, it's been your boy Mr. K. If you like the video, please consider liking, subscribing, or just putting a comment if you have a question. But yeah, it's been your boy Mr. K. Thanks for watching, and yeah, bye.